boys and girls. Good morning. I am here with your first read aloud of the year. Now, there's something special you should know. This is always the first book that I read to my third graders every year now. So you are, let's see, about the 100th kid to hear this story on the first day of third grade in Mrs. Harrison's class. So that's kind of exciting. While we read, I want you to be thinking about the things that you want to do this year. What's important to you? What do you want to accomplish? What are you excited about? So be thinking about those things as I read you Dr. Seuss's Oh, the Places You'll Go. Congratulations. Today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the guy or girl who will decide where to go. You'll look up and down streets, look 'em over with care. About some you will say, I don't choose to go there. With your head full of brains and your shoes full of feet, you're too smart to go down any not-so-good street. Can you imagine what some of those streets might look like this year? Maybe putting off your work, getting behind on your assignments. You wouldn't go down a street like that, right? And you may not find any you'll want to go down. In that case, of course, you'll head straight out of town. It's opener there in the wide open air. Out there, things can happen and frequently do to people as brainy and footsy as you. And when things start to happen, don't worry, don't stew. You just go right along. You'll start happening too. There are always things that can get in our way, right? Things that make us feel anxious or worried. But we don't want to get stuck with those things. We just keep going. Oh, the places you'll go. You'll be on your way up. You'll be seeing great sights. You'll join the high flyers who soar to high heights. There are so many things this year that you are going to find you are wonderful at. You're going to have such great accomplishments and learn so many new things. You won't lag behind because you'll have the speed. You'll pass the whole gang and you'll soon take the lead. Wherever you fly, you'll be best of the best. Wherever you go, you will top all the rest. Except when you don't, because sometimes you won't. I'm sorry to say, but sadly it's true that bang-ups and hang-ups can happen to you. You can get all hung up on a prickly perch and your gang will fly on. You'll be left in a lurch. Have you ever had a bang-up or a hang-up? Unfortunately, every year usually holds a few of those, right? And that's okay. You'll come down from the lurch with an unpleasant bump, and the chances are then that you'll be in a slump. And when you're in a slump, you're not in for much fun. Unslumping yourself is not easily done. You will come to a place where the streets are not marked. Some windows are lighted, but mostly they're dark. A place where you could sprain both your elbow and chin. Do you dare to stay out? Do you dare to go in? How much can you lose? How much can you win? And if you go in, should you turn left or right and 3/4, or maybe not quite, or go around back and sneak in from behind? Simple it's not, I'm afraid you will find, for a mind maker-upper to make up his mind. You can get so confused that you'll start into race down long wiggled roads at a breaknecking pace and grind on for miles across weirdish wild space, headed, I fear, toward a most useless place. The waiting place. The waiting place is my least favorite place. I hate waiting, don't you? For people just waiting. Waiting for a train to go, or a bus to come, or a plane to go, or the mail to come, or the rain to go, or the phone to ring, or the snow to snow, or waiting around for a yes or no, or waiting for their hair to grow. Everyone is just waiting. Waiting for the fish to bite, or waiting for wind to fly a kite, or waiting around for Friday night, or waiting perhaps for their Uncle Jake, or a pot to boil, or a better break, or a string of pearls, or a pair of pants, or a wig with curls, or another chance. Everyone is just waiting. No, that's not for you. Somehow you'll escape all that waiting and staying. You'll find the bright places where boom bands are playing. With banner flip-flapping once more, you'll ride high, ready for anything under the sky. Ready because you're that kind of guy or girl. All the places you'll go. There is fun to be done. There are points to be scored. There are games to be won. And all the magical things you can do with that ball will make you the winningest winner of all. Fame. You'll be famous. As famous can be, with the whole wide world watching you win on TV. Except when they don't, because sometimes they won't. I'm afraid that sometimes you'll play lonely games too, games you can't win because you'll play against you. How many of you have experienced some of those lonely times lately? It's okay. Those happen sometimes in life, right? We've just got to find ways to keep going and entertain ourselves. All alone, whether you like it or not, alone will be something you'll be quite a lot. And when you're alone, there's a very good chance you'll meet things that scare you right out of your pants. There are some down the road between hither and yon that can scare you so much you won't want to go on. But on you will go though the weather be foul. On you will go though your enemies prowl. On you will go though the hacking cracks howl. Onward up many a frightening creek, though your arms may get sore and your sneakers may leak. You ever had to do something that takes a little bravery? On and on you will hike, and I know you'll hike far and face up to your problems, whatever they are. Hopefully you've never had a problem like this guy. You'll get mixed up, of course, as you already know. You'll get mixed up with many strange birds as you go. So be sure when you step with great care and great tact. And remember that life's a great balancing act. Just never forget to be dexterous and deft, and never mix up your right foot with your left. And will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed. 98 3/4% guaranteed. Kid, you'll move mountains. So, be your name Bucksbaum or Bixby or Bray or Mordecai Alley Van Allen O'Shea, you're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting. So, get on your way. Every time I read this book, I think about some of the mountains that I've climbed. Not actual mountains, although I've climbed a few of those, but things that have gotten in my way, things that have been a challenge. And I think about how I've persevered and overcome those things and how that's made me a better person. So maybe today some of you are feeling like this virtual learning thing is your mountain. It's maybe making you nervous, or maybe you're excited, but you know it's going to be a really big challenge. It's something new to try. I want you to think about the skills that you have that will help you overcome the challenges this year. Maybe challenges like feeling a little lonely, missing school, missing your friends, wishing we could all be together in one place. Maybe things like keeping up with your work, or knowing what to do, or not knowing how to ask questions when you're not with your teacher in person. I want you to know that I am here to help you climb those mountains this year. And I am super excited for all the wonderful things we're going to accomplish together. I hope you enjoyed our first read aloud of third grade. And spoiler alert, this will also be the very last book I read you this year. And the next time we read it together, you're going to be headed to fourth grade, and you're going to know what those mountains were and all the wonderful ways that you were able to climb them. So I can't wait for this year. I will see you later.